The area of energy microgeneration needs to be progressed. There is a considerable capacity on farms to harness solar energy to power not only the farm, but to sell energy back to the national grid. This is a win-win for individual farmers and for addressing Ireland's climate targets. There are thousands of farm buildings across Ireland which could contribute to our renewable energy production, as well as being helped to address rapid rising energy costs. And I do recognise the work the Minister has done in this area, but this has to be prioritised further. Families are facing a cost of living crisis now, and this is especially pronounced on farms. Also, the climate crisis compels action as soon as possible, and farmers can play a very key role in this. The announced 60% grant aid for solar installation under TAMS will greatly help with the high installation costs. However, if this is a reimbursement model, it would exclude so many family farms. For this scheme to be a success, it needs to provide funding upfront to help small farmers participate. The Minister will also be aware that there are issues with being able to then connect to the grid to sell back, including costs and bureaucracy. We need to make this process as easy and user-friendly as possible. The Minister for Environment must also progress the Clean Export Guarantee tariff to support micro and small-scale generators. This is an area where there is very strong consensus, and it can make a significant difference to farms and national climate action. I encourage the Minister to prioritise making this a reality for family farms. And just in my last few seconds, just to address one of the questions that Deputy Phelan was asking around who is going to feed the world and how we're going to produce more. I think it's good to just put on the record that we actually do produce enough food in the world to feed the growing population. It's the quantity of food that goes to waste. So 1/3 of the world are starving. More than 1/3 of the food we produce worldwide literally goes in the bin, and more than 1/3 of the world's population are suffering from obesity-related illnesses. So it's really the politics and the distribution of food that is the problem. Ireland doesn't need to increase its emissions and food production to feed the growing population.
Thank you
That's
very
just
much,
the reality.
Deputy Kearns. We move now to